Yo, family, friends, and random YouTube viewers who stumbled upon this channel. We're going on another road trip. Yeehaw! So in the next few videos, we're going to go from our home in Papamoa Beach all the way to Wellington to our granddaughter's 21st birthday. We're looking forward to this. But unlike other people who might take 1 or 2 days to get there or even fly there in an hour, we're going to take a month to get there. In this trip of 43 days, we go to 27 awesome places. So join us in our journey and see some of the awesome places we go to and some of the people we meet. Hey, I'm Rob, and together with Raewyn, we just love cruising around in our beautiful country, Aotearoa, New Zealand. But first...
Yeah, man, I've been waiting for that one. Thank you. Woohoo!
Before we embark on this journey, a little reminder of the last video I made. We were at Wakawau Dock Camp in the Coromandel, and we're a little bit disappointed we didn't catch any fish. It was mainly because it was a bit breezy, and the Mavic Pro that we used for fishing, little drone, I was a little bit scared to take it too far out into the sea in the breeze with a few baits and the sinker on. So if you remember, I had a plan, and that plan was to buy a new Aero Pro fishing drone. We had caught a few fish with a little Mavic, but this thing is just the next level. Our first stop, yeah, you guessed it, Matata Dock Camp. We were only there for a day and heard that granddaughter Benna and Kazi Gweno wanted to come for a sleepover, so dropped the fifth wheeler at the camp and back to Papamoa, picked them up, and they stayed for a couple of nights. It's always fun having those little girls with us. There's walks, treats, and a few visits to Whakatane to some family there, and the girls were picked up by Funty and Uncle Claw in our old bus. Yep, they still got their old bus. Our next stop was Te Aotearoa, locally known as the Puppy Beds. It's a freedom camping reserve just before Portakey. It's been opened up the last couple of years, and there's lots of grassy areas to camp on. We just spent the night at a Portakey NZMCA park, got a little bit of water, met a few of the members there that were having a rally, and our next stop was going to be Te Kaha, and I think that's really where our trip begins. Check this out, Te Kaha Freedom Camp. Awesome place. Toilets, playground for the kids, cool beach to explore, some divers out there. Great spot. We just had to explore the beach. Looks like someone's starting to carve something out of a log. After a night's stay, we headed off, but not before having a recommended coffee at the coffee cart at the camp entrance. It was there we found out about the carving. The guy running the coffee cart was teaching himself how to make a waka when he wasn't making coffee. Needless to say, we had a great kōrero and a look at his awesome mahi. He was definitely an interesting guy to talk to. It was really great to stop at Waihia Bay and catch up with an old friend. I was looking forward to our next stop at Te Araroa NZMCA Park. We've been past this so many times and never stopped, and I knew there's lots and lots of exploring to do. And the fact that we could drop the van there and take off on the ute to some of these probably more isolated places and maybe rougher roads was pretty awesome. So that's exactly what we did. The NZMCA parks around New Zealand are a really good option for members at $10 a night. You go into the registration office to register, and there's always photos and memorabilia around, and even a library with books and DVDs you can swap. Absolutely awesome. While we were at Te Araroa Park, we treated some quite awesome sunsets, and Raewyn had to sort out her already collected shells because there was a smelly one in amongst them, so She had to get that out before it stunk the whole van out. Good, only just morning from Te Araroa NZMCA camp. It's a sunny but very windy day, so probably not very pleasant for fishing. So we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to take the ute and we're going to go and have a look at Hicks Bay. We might have a look at the old Pahutakawa tree in the village, and then we might meander along the East Cape Lighthouse Road, see what that's like. Cool, let's do this. First up, we checked out the old Hicks Bay Wharf. The road turned out pretty rough, but it was no sweat for the ute. Down there, Raewyn spied a power shell. Now she wants me to risk my life and get it for her. I'll do that. Where is that power that I risk my life for? There it is. It's glory. The wharf was built in the 1920s by some local farmers. They also built a freezing works, and the ruins of the freezing works can still be seen nearby today. No trip to Te Araroa is complete with a visit to the old Pahutakawa tree. It's a magnificent sight. The Pahutakawa tree, Te Wahao Rere Kohu, is well over 350 years old. There's not many four squares around New Zealand that would actually sell horseshoes. Morena from Te Araroa. We're making use of the sunshine and we're going for a big long walk, a big loop around the beach and through the village to see what it's like. Ooh, better report this one here. It's got out of some paddock. Which paddock did you get out of?
Your paddock.
The next little adventure was a drive to the East Cape Lighthouse. As many times as we've been in this area, we've never been on that drive. The road was pretty good, with only a little bit of dodgy one-way, I think damaged by Gabriel. Unfortunately, the trek to the lighthouse is now closed due to the cyclone damage, but the drive was definitely worth the while. Whoa, it's not the best morning today in Aotearoa. We're going to break camp, and today we're heading towards Gisborne. We might stop at Papamoa Bay if it's a nice camp spot, or just carry on through to Gisborne. We'll see what the day brings. But she's supposed to rain quite heavily this afternoon, even thunderstorms, so it might be a quick dash to Gisborne. Cool, let's do this, pack up. Well, we're nearly on our way. We never know when we're going to have a supply to water. There's a couple of tankfuls of water here. You have to boil it before you drink it, but we've got a couple of 25 litre plastic containers from Bunnings, and they fit in between the seats beautifully, don't they? Oh, very convenient indeed. The little settlement of Tiki looked interesting, so we stopped for a bite to eat. I'd read a comment about a cafe in the settlement, but couldn't even find it. We found that the local RSA was the cafe, takeaway, post office and the general gathering place for the locals. We spent some time there talking to the staff about the area's history and the RSA. I think they were as interested in us, where we'd been and where we were going, as we were of them. Well, it's still such a miserable day. We made it to Papamoa Bay, but it was so miserable and we couldn't really find a place to stay, so we carried on, having a look at the wharf, Papamoa Bay, and we're going to gap it to Gisborne. When the roads get a bit bumpy, things move around a bit. A little surprise when we stopped for coffee. Things had moved around and smashed the cupboard door off, and stuff was all over the place. Some repairs and modifications will be required when we stop at Gisborne. Well, good morning from Gisborne, MCA Park. Look at the night we had last night. Thank goodness the sun is going to shine a little bit today. A visit to Bunnings. A man needs tools. The cupboard door repair is coming up. Rain, let's go for a walk to the beach. Shall we go for a walk to the beach? Check it out. go. Oh, it's a lovely evening on the beach. Bloody cold though. Look, there's an Eskimo looking for shells.
Eh?
See, there's an Eskimo looking for shells. Yeah, but what a lovely way to finish the day off with a beautiful walk on the beach in the evening in the bitterly cold Gisborne wind. What shall we have for tea tonight? I know. What say you knock out your Thai green curry for us? When you're near the port and an airport. Yay, at last we've got some sunshine. Sunny Gisborne. We're going to make use of the sunshine today and we're going to go for a bike ride. It'll probably take me about an hour to get the bikes off the rack because they're so locked on. We've got good old barbecue cover. We've got the tyres here. We've got a good old strap there. We've actually got the bike lock on the bike rack. We've got D-locks and cables to each bike, and also around here locked, the whole rack is locked onto the van there, so it's probably going to take me longer to get the bikes off than go for a bike ride, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful day. People over in the golf course playing golf. Let's go. And look at that, all ready to rock and roll. Batteries installed. Cool. It's always a great ride along the beach with a lovely wide boardwalk. Plenty to see and heaps of history. Needless to say, there were plenty of stops to take it all in.
Come on, Jack Sparrow, just watch out where you're going.
From a distance, we noticed some sort of a monument. I did a recon to see if we could get a little bit closer. I went up a track in the general direction and it quickly turned into a full-on steep mountain bike track. Good for the bike, but a bit of an adventure for this old fella. On reaching the monument, I quickly realised there's a really easy access from the other side, and Raewyn was able to walk up easily and have a nosy. Further on, there's some really cool, I suppose, historical sculptures. The massive tuka-tuka panels were damn awesome, and they're actually real panels. There was plenty to see in this little corner. After a good look, we rode on to Kaiti Beach, find a spot to munch our lunch, and what a cool spot we found. A little bit of fun with the little Neo drone, and then off back to the camp. The old prison was a familiar sight, built in 1910 and used until 1952. Sadly, it's looking a little shabby now. It has been part of a camping ground and campers could sleep in the cells. It closed in 1985 and has sat deteriorating ever since. Bloody shame. Back to the NZMCA park, and it was relax and rehydrate time. The next morning it was time to depart. We dieselled up at the truck stop. It's always cheaper using the truck stops with our card. Nearby was an old gun emplacement, so we checked that out while we were in the area. We take every opportunity to check out these historic landmarks. These gun emplacements were normally placed in a position with incredible views, and this one certainly didn't disappoint. Hell, this video is getting a bit long, so we'll leave it there. Well done if you got this far. In the next episode, we leave Gisborne and head south, supporting the Wairoa campground, which has been rebuilt after being wiped out by Cyclone Gabriel. We explore Wairoa and head south, bike riding in Napier and staying at some real awesome places before arriving in Wellington. So check out our next episode. Maybe you'll find some places you'd like to stay at. We'll see you in the next episode.